Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Sean Lindsay, and I'm going to be your instructor for Astronomy 151, the asynchronous version for the fall 2024 semester. Even though we're not going to see each other in person on a week-to-week basis, I do encourage you to always reach out. I'm available on Zoom, via email, and we have a wonderful team of TAs. I'll be very, very happy to help you navigate your way through Astronomy 151 this semester. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to introduce you to some of the course policies. And then I'm going to introduce what some of the other videos are. So you can take these intro videos one by one. So here are the three videos. They're sort of the tutorial and welcome to online asynchronous Astronomy 151. This is the intro to Astronomy 151 and class policies video. I'll have a video demonstration of Canvas and the course schedule so you can know how to navigate and find things on our course Canvas page. That'll be our video 2. And then I'll have a third video that are tips for success in Astronomy 151. Hopefully you find each one of these very helpful and useful to you. So I always like to start by introducing who I am because you should know something about your instructor. I really like to try to make this a relationship-rich learning environment, even though we're online. So you should know who your instructor is, and hopefully you feel a little bit more comfortable reaching out to me. My education, I am from the East Tennessee area. I graduated from Maryville High School, and from there I entered the University of Tennessee, where I finished out a Bachelor's of Science and Physics and a second Bachelor's of Science and Mathematics. And I actually strayed away from physics and mathematics for quite a while. I studied things like psychology and anthropology, but then I took a Intro to Astronomy course here at UTK, the very course that you're in now, except of course it was in person. And it was that Intro to Astronomy course that made me realize that physics is what allows me to understand the universe, which is one of my deep passions in life. So I ended up coming back to physics and finishing out my degree in physics so I could study astronomy. And I did that at New Mexico State University, where I earned a master's and a PhD in astronomy. And then in my third year there, I applied for a NASA fellowship that would fund my graduate research. I was awarded that fellowship, so I'd spend 3 months out of every year for 3 years at the NASA Ames Research Center, and they guided me through my PhD. After I graduated with a PhD, I moved on to being a professional planetary astronomer for 3 years. I spent 2 years back here at the University of Tennessee, but I was in the Earth and Planetary Sciences Department, now the Earth and Environmental Sciences Planetary Sciences Department. And then after my second stint at UTK as a researcher, I moved across the ocean to England, where I was at Oxford in the Atmospheric, Oceanic, and Planetary Physics Department. And during those 3 years of me working as a professional astronomer, my area of study was comets and asteroids, using spectroscopy, something that we'll study in this class, to figure out what comets and asteroids are made out of, because they formed 4.6 billion years ago when our solar system was forming, have remained relatively unaltered since then. So if we can figure out what they're made out of, then we can glean a lot of information about how our solar system formed. So in short, most of my research relates to the origins and evolution of our solar system. Once I was supposed to be at Oxford for 2 years, but after my first year there, everybody emailed me and told me about the position I currently hold, UTK senior lecturer and astronomy coordinator. So they told me I had to apply for the job that I currently hold. I had to do it. So I applied for the job. They made me an offer I couldn't refuse. So now I am an educator here at the University of Tennessee in the Physics and Astronomy Department, and I've been doing this for 10 years. So hopefully you can take advantage of my 10 years of experience as an educator. And whenever I think about who I am, educator is probably the thing I'd put at the top of the list. I even do some educational research, and I try a lot of non-traditional educational techniques to try to make learning and education a better thing for everybody, especially for you, the student. So that's a little bit about who I am. We also have a lovely team of TAs to help you in this class. So you have 4 undergraduate TAs. So in case you don't want to reach out to me, the professor, for a variety of reasons, you can reach out to one of these 4 undergraduates. So we have Meg, Christian, Raghav, and Amanda. You can find all of their contact information on the syllabus. They offer things like tutoring, homework help, so you can schedule Zoom meetings with them. You can have email exchanges back and forth to get help. They're helping design and assess the weekly extra credit opportunities, which I'll introduce at the end of this video. They are writing and providing to you a weekly digest where we'll have a picture of the week, discuss the difficult concepts of the week, provide additional explanations, provide space news, and they'll be offering other services like study sessions for quizzes and exams, and possibly homework help sessions, things like that. They are here to help you, and they're going to be working pretty hard to make sure that you get what you need in this class. So as we move along, I'm sort of piloting this team of 4 TAs to really help you with class. So as we move along, if you can think of something that's helpful to you, let us know, and we'll do our best to incorporate it because we want this to be a very useful structure for you. We are a team to help you learn astronomy. And I've tried to set it up, especially in an online class. I've tried to set everything up where everything can be found in a single spot. And that single spot is going to be our Canvas homepage. You don't have to download a textbook. You don't have to buy a textbook. Well, I guess you kind of have to download my textbook slides, but you don't have to purchase any official textbook. You don't have to buy any homework system. I provide everything. I've created everything on Canvas. So Canvas is your one-stop for everything. Has links to the syllabus and the semester schedule. That's an important thing for you to know right at the very beginning of the semester. I have divided the class into week-by-week modules. I'll be demoing that in the next video. And these week-by-week modules will contain everything you need to be successful in that week. So they'll have things like our lecture videos. That is how you'll receive the content. They'll all be posted as YouTube links in the weekly modules. I'll have weekly announcements. There'll be a README file where you can get some additional information about the week's activities. There will be links to the assignments. There'll be links to the quizzes. There'll be links to study guides. There'll essentially be everything you could possibly need for this class in a week-by-week module. Canvas also has links to Dr. Lindsay's textbook. I call these my textbook slides. And over here on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see a screenshot of the very bottom of the front page or home page of our Canvas page. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see the links to all of the textbook slides here. You can see that they're available as PowerPoint and as PDF. I highly recommend the PowerPoint version because I have embedded useful animations that try to demonstrate the concepts, give you a visual for some of the more complicated concepts into my slides. I'm pretty proud of the animations I have made, and you can only look at those if you're in slideshow mode on PowerPoint. They don't translate over to a PDF. Now, if you don't have PowerPoint, good news, your student fees pay for or provide you access to the entire Microsoft suite. So you can just Google UTK software download, and it'll bring you to an entire site where you can download a variety of programs free to you, including the entire Microsoft suite. I do encourage you to go ahead and start downloading these slides. You can just browse them in browser, but really downloading them prevents any mistakes because the Canvas PowerPoint display thing doesn't always work as intended. So you might want to download them and browse them that way. I also put all assignments. These include our engagement exercise, homework assignments, quizzes, and exams. They're all hosted online via Canvas. They're all of my own creation, so this entire class sort of meshes together. I've created everything to build on everything else, which hopefully will be a refreshing change from some of the classes that use various textbooks and different online homework systems. And sometimes it didn't feel like things fit together very well. I'll also use Canvas. Every Monday, I will send you a weekly announcement. I will also send other announcements when necessary. So please turn on your Canvas notifications for this class. Set it up in a way where it works for you. I don't blast a lot of Canvas notifications or announcements out of there, so I shouldn't be spamming you too much with that. But I'll let you decide how many notifications you want to have. I suggest at least weekly, just so you can see that there. I also just encourage you to click on that announcements tab on Canvas at least once a week. I have a GroupMe for this class. It can really help make a large class feel smaller. It can really help making an online class feel more personal. So I have created a GroupMe for this class. You can find the invite link on Canvas and on the syllabus. Many of you have already added it, so I'm happy to see you have found that space, and it is a place for us to get together. You can ask for homework help. I will be there. The TAs will be there. You can ask for clarification on difficult course concepts. You can just chat about space. You can ask about university. It is a place for all of us to get together and discuss things class related. I do ask that if you are asking for homework help or anything like that, do not post images of questions with answers, whether they're correct or incorrectly marked on Canvas. Just ask about the question. You can refer to it by question number. You can actually write what the question is. Just be respectful and mindful that you cannot be showing answers, because then you're allowing other people to potentially cheat off of you, even if you have the incorrect answer. Also, with a single group me and about 70 of us in there, as you can imagine, if you have all your notifications on, sometimes it's going to get a little bit hectic with notification after notification. So I personally, I mute my group me for Astronomy 151, but I check it very, very often. In fact, I usually just leave a window open so I can always be monitoring it. I leave it to you to find what works best for you, but I don't want this to be something that just annoys you and spams you with notification after notification. Please go ahead and set it up so it works well for you. I also have, instead of what I call office hours, I call them open door hours or availability hours. These are times whenever I am fully available to you. We can chat about anything from needing help with a class, homework, how to study, things like that, to actually just advice on the university, or if you just need somebody to chat to for a little while, I am available to you. The TAs are going to be offering similar things, so you can always have somebody you can reach out to and talk to get the help that you need for this class. I highly encourage you to take advantage of these. I know this is an online class, but I do offer in-person office hours. My office is in the Nielsen Physics and Astronomy building. It's room 218. And my official open door hours, when my door will be open and I'm free to set aside all my time and chat with you, give you the help that you need. I have Mondays from 1 to 2:30 p.m., Wednesdays from 2 to 3 p.m., Thursdays from 10:30 a.m. to noon. And of course, since this is an online class, I'm also available by Zoom. And I ask that you just go ahead, if you want to use it that way, email me and we'll find a time that works for you. Those open door hours work pretty well. I'll just have to put on a note on my door saying that I am doing a Zoom office hour with somebody, so people know that I'm available afterwards. So please email me for scheduling. I'm very, very excited to meet all of you. I really encourage you to try to at least say hello and introduce yourself at least once this semester. So I've already described what they're for, so hopefully you'll take advantage of these and you'll take advantage of our wonderful TAs who will be providing similar services. So the thing you might be most interested in is how grading works in this course. And I really encourage you to see the syllabus and Canvas for details. I can't talk through all the specifics of my details, so I'm just going to give you the general overview. So we have weekly engagement exercises. So these are 15% of your grade. I only run these for 14 of the 16 weeks of the semester, so each one's worth about 1%. And the weekly engagement exercises are due every Sunday at 11:59 p.m. They're a set of 10 questions that reinforce the week's material. They're not meant to be onerous questions. They're not meant to be super challenging. These ones are not really here to make you suffer. They're here to reinforce and remind you and make sure everybody's working through the material at the same pace. And when you're working the engagement exercises, you get an infinite number of tries to get that 10 out of 10 score. So please make use of the infinite number of tries. I also have 10 homework assignments over the course of the semester, and this is the largest chunk of your grade. Overall, homework is 40% of your grade in this class. Now, why do I make it such a large chunk of the class? Well, this is whenever you have time to really dig into the questions, and we don't have to worry about things like testing anxiety and the looming timer over your head, all those things that sometimes exams create, and then they create anxiety and you're not really measuring learning. Homework assignments are where you can take your time. So there are 10 of them over the course of the semester. You get at least 3 attempts on every homework. Sometimes I offer more, I never offer less. And then I take the highest score of all your attempts that is taken as your grade for that homework. Now, I do not drop any homework because they cover the entire course material, and I wouldn't be having it as course material if I didn't think it was important. So whatever you do, don't sleep on your homework. Making sure that you do well on the homework and you turn in every homework is the easiest way to ensure that you'll get a good grade in this class. So I also do quizzes and exams, and I have 3 quizzes and 3 exams over the course of the semester. Quizzes and exams are open book and open notes. You take them online, and I don't use lockdown browser or any weird, creepy video monitoring stuff. I am trusting that you are not going to cheat. I've designed my quizzes and exams so that there are usually trillions of different versions, so you're not taking the same versions as your friends. So while the quizzes and exams are open book and open notes, they are not open friends and they are not open cheat sites. So the 3 quizzes, each one is worth 5% of your overall grade. So they're 15% of your total grade. I have 1 quiz before each major exam. Every quiz is 15 questions and you have a 20-minute timer to complete it. So yes, you do have to study. You take them online anytime between 9 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. and you get 2 attempts on these, and I'll explain the 2-attempt policy a little bit more thoroughly in a few slides. You have a required first attempt that'll be offered on a Monday, and then you will get a optional, so you can skip it if you are happy with your first attempt score, second attempt on the following Friday. We also have 3 exams for the semester. Each exam is 10% of your overall grade. So in total, exams are 30% of your course grade. Exams are 50 questions long with a 90-minute timer. Again, they'll be hosted online on Canvas, and they'll be available from 9 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. So you have a large window to find the best time to take them. And just like with quizzes, you have a required first attempt on a Monday, and then you have an optional second attempt on the following Friday if you're not happy with your first attempt score and you would like to improve your grade. So now that I've introduced the general components of the course, let me give you the week-by-week structure, because I've tried to set it so that you can set your clock, you can set your calendar so that you always know what's happening, because I set it so things are always due at the same time. So our engagement exercises, our weekly assignments, are due every Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Our homework assignments, there's 10 of them over the 16 weeks of the semester, so you don't have them every week. But when you do, homework assignments are due on Wednesday by 11:59 p.m. And then quizzes and exams. When we have a quiz week or an exam week, you'll get the first attempt on the Monday, and then you'll get a second attempt on the following Friday. There will be a few exceptions to this due to the odd fall schedule. So if we're on holiday or something like that, there will be slight adjustments, and you'll be fully aware of those through announcements. I send weekly announcements. I send them on Monday. Please read them. And then we have weekly extra credit opportunities, which I'll describe here in a little while, and they're due every Sunday by 11:59 p.m. So how can you actually get the course material? And one of the primary ways that you can get the course material is that in every week's module, I have listed and posted YouTube links to my lecture videos, which are a topic by topic way of going through the course. So I divide it topic by topic. So every video is on a specific topic, which hopefully makes it a little bit easier for you to review and get the content that you need. Some of these videos can be a little bit long. Whenever I created them, I knew that if I was going to be making a video, I'd rather them be a little bit on the longer, more thorough side than the shorter and cutting out material side. I filmed them during 2020 and a little bit into 2021, mostly during the pandemic. So please excuse any anachronisms I have in there. I wasn't fully aware that I was creating an incredibly powerful resource that I was going to be using for years to come, including this year. You can also find the links to the videos and the weekly README documents, but it's easiest just to find them straight in the weekly modules on Canvas. You can also get the course material through the textbook slides, which I showed you where you can find those on Canvas, and I'll demonstrate that in the second video. But you can get the course material through the textbook slides and or the lecture videos. Each one of them should be sufficient to cover the course material. However, they're best used in combination. My recommendation would be to watch the videos from week to week and take handwritten notes on the videos. Then review the lecture slides when you're studying, or just in general, just so you can see a more robust way of going through those. So the slides are slightly different than the ones presented in the videos, and this is on purpose because I want you to get two separate streams of ways of receiving the information, because if it's just exactly the same, nobody likes it whenever somebody's just reading the lecture slides or reading their slides to you. So I try to make the videos a little bit different. I also encourage you, whenever you're working on the engagement exercises and homework, supposed to say homework there, to go ahead and go through the textbook slides, because I guarantee you that the answers or examples of problems will be in the textbook slides to help you with the homework and the engagement exercises. And now this is a new pilot program that I have. So I am offering you weekly extra credit opportunities. And this is where dedication is going to lead to large rewards, because you have something you can do every week. And each week is not a whole lot added to your grade overall in the class. But if you do it every week, or you do it for most weeks, you'll end up with a huge benefit of a lot of extra credit points added to your grade in the class. So in each week's module, I will list a weekly extra credit opportunity. And in that, there'll be a challenge question, a question that really makes you think about the material that we went over. And you can earn up to plus 0.1% added to your grade in the class for correct answers. And you'll get a whole lot of partial credit as long as you're giving a good faith attempt at solving it. So lots of partial credit on these. Me and the TAs will be looking out for bad faith answers, people that are just trying to put something to farm extra credit. And yes, we will go ahead and give you 0 credit if it's apparent that you are just trying to farm extra credit. But don't worry, you'll get another opportunity next week if that ever happens to you. In addition to the challenge question, there'll be response prompts, and there will be primarily 2 response prompts every week. There'll be one that focuses on interdisciplinary and life connections to the course material. So if you can think of something that you're interested in, something that relates to your major that connects to what we're learning in class, or just something that connects to the world in your life in general, you'll get an opportunity to discuss that. So you can engage with that. There'll also be a reflection prompt that gets you sort of reflecting on what we covered for the week, gets you sort of digesting the material, and gets you maybe focusing and building on your study habits and some of the soft skills that will be successful in any career that you go into. So completing the response prompts adds plus 0.2% to your grade in this class. So that's 0.3% per week that you can earn over 16 weeks. That gives you a total of 4.8% that you can add to your class, add to your grade in this class. There'll also be some night sky and solar observation opportunities. When those start, I will send a Canvas announcement so you're fully aware of those. You can read about them in the syllabus as well. And finally, it doesn't give you any credit, but in the extra credit opportunity modules, there'll be an assistance prompt. So if you need any extra help, if you're having particular trouble with any concept, you can post there any extra help that you need, and either I or a TA will come along and provide you that help. So you might be wondering, okay, that's a whole lot of information. I don't know what I should be doing right here in this first week. So here's what you should be doing now. Read through the syllabus. Check the semester schedule, make sure you're familiar with all that, make sure you're familiar with my course policies. Be sure you know how to access the textbook slides, and again, I suggest the PowerPoint slides. Be sure that you can access the lecture videos, click on the links, just make sure they're loading up. You can watch them on YouTube. I don't care if you watch them on 2x speed, I just sound a little bit funny, but hey, that's how people ingest this sort of course content. It's optional, but highly recommended. You'll find this at the top. You'll find this in the announcement I sent yesterday, and at the top of the week 1 module, a start of the semester questionnaire. It is 100% anonymous. It's 100% optional, but I highly encourage you to do it. It really lets me know a little bit more about you, and that lets me know about the class, and therefore we can start tailoring some material to this class. And then as the week is coming to an end, be sure that you complete that week 1 engagement exercise, and you'll see EE for engagement exercise quite frequently. That one is due this Sunday, the 25th of August by 11:59 p.m. All right, so that's the end of part 1. I will come back with part 2, where I'll give you a tour of the Canvas page and the course schedule. I will see you in the video.